I first came here 4 years ago, they were deciding whether or not they should close or not. And basically, as we went through a discernment process, we realized that instead of looking at things with the glass half empty, we looked at how much God has given us and used what we do have, the abundance that we have, to continue on in ministry. The first thing we did was reclaim that we are in fact a neighborhood church. So let's concentrate on our neighborhood and not worry about what's beyond. There came the idea that we needed to bring back something that the kids all could get involved with, and a natural is Vacation Bible School. And so we didn't have a whole lot of money, so I couldn't buy a canned kind of VBS, and so we developed it. I really love the one-room schoolhouse setup that we have, and the reason it is that way is because we don't always have the staffing to do like a traditional Bible school where you would be like, doing your learning in one room and you do your craft in another and you do music in another. What do we have? We have this big room that we can all be together and do it that way. Every day we have a biblical focus. What I'm trying to convey to them is that, number one, everyone is important to God. Everyone. And everyone, because of they are important to God, deserves respect and honor. And yet there are people in our community that don't necessarily have the things that we have. So, it's one thing doing things that are in your church. We don't go anywhere. We don't see who gets, who's on the receiving end or anything like that. And by going out into the community, they actually get to see like where people live. Maybe they don't even know what an apartment is because they live in a house. So they discover that there are different places that people can live.
Here at Interfaith Housing Alliance, we provide housing and supportive services for families in Montgomery County that are experiencing homelessness. One of the projects that we had the children do today was on the playground, and we want it to be clean and nice looking and safe for the children that live here. So one of the groups actually, sat with little buckets in their little area and just picked up the stones and put them into the buckets, and that kind of helped us to repave our little walking area and made the playground safer for the children again. They painted the beautiful moon rocks, which is going to be scattered throughout the courtyard. That's going to look nice. And so when people look out, they go, oh, that looks really pretty here. And they have a good sense of, the environment and how nice and cared for it looks. Some people pruned some of the plants and swept the courtyards and did a lot of kind of building maintenance work too. So 80 hours, good job, guys.
It's really incredible to see how the kids are working together, and they don't necessarily have any connection to one another outside of this program. But I think that's kind of a mirror of what we're trying to accomplish here, showing people that we're all part of the same community, and we all should be working together and trying to get to know our neighbors and improve the lives of our neighbors at the same time.
I don't know where this is all going to lead. I think, all things are possible. And that's the attitude our congregation takes. All things are possible. And we're not concentrating on what we don't have. We're concentrating on all the stuff that we do have. And those things that we have can be shared with others.
So many of us are anxious, about the state of the church right now, and this is just it's so refreshing because this isn't about the anxiety of like us and what's going to happen to us. This is about we're still here, and while we're here, we're still going to serve our neighbor, and we're still going to teach kids that God loves them exactly the way that they are, and that they have a valuable role in their community. It's incredible with no strings attached. We don't have any expectations of you other than help your neighbor, serve your neighbor. So it's awesome.